Welcome to episode 31 of the Real Talk Lineup. We are your go-to podcast for hilarious hot takes on the latest in pop culture. I'm your host, JoJo.
I'm Ronnie Cole.
Big Boz
And
is
Boz is here. Boz is in the building.
I need a bigger voice for that name, because I come on and they're like, is that Boz? That's the voice of Boz. So
He needs that. Oh, yeah. That's what he needs.
I'm over here on the couch just lounging. You know what I'm saying, baby? How are you?
good.
This
How
is
are you?
nice. The return of the Real Talk lineup.
Yeah.
It hadn't been on for a little bit.
Well,
Take a
you
little
know, life happens.
Life happened a
Just
lot.
I'm glad to be here for the re-entry.
Well, thank
Nice.
you. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, on this week's episode, nude protesters.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump likes blowing up boats.
I was wondering where you were going with that actually for a second.
Blowing up what?
Donald Trump likes blowing. Okay, what's she going to say next?
Up boats.
Okay.
And $1 million lottery win lands a man in the hospital.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it really does.
He's sick with enjoyment over the big lottery win? Probably not.
It's all this and more up next on the Real Talk lineup.
They have to be following him every moment of the day.
J-Lo getting divorced?
He still contributed to society.
I think maybe marijuana.
That is not obvious. How did that happen?
I would be too afraid, but sometimes I'm like, man, I need a little boost. On this week's Celebrity Breakdown, there are naked protesters in Portland. Only in Portland would a protest against ICE turn into a naked group bike ride in 50-degree weather because why not freeze for freedom? Protesters ditched their clothes but kept their principles to make a statement that was, as one rider proudly put it, quintessentially Portland. The whole thing was an impromptu emergency edition of the World Naked Bike Ride because apparently democracy depends on nudity. Meanwhile, the city's still waiting to see if Trump can actually send in the troops. Have any of you seen these videos of these protesters in Portland?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love They're amazing.
I love it.
That's not the bike ride you want to see from a distance. You see these people coming down there. Oh, if you're a cyclist, that's great. It's a nice group of what the hell is that?
Is that a penis?
Wait,
Oh no.
Not the one I want to see.
I think I nudity sometimes creeps me out. It just depends on like who's the naked person.
Oh no.
But I know you like nudity.
I love nudity. I get more work done when I'm naked. I don't know about nobody else. I clean the house naked.
But
I cook food naked.
would you ride a bike naked?
Probably not, because
Stay away from the
body
fried food
parts
naked.
and whatnot.
I'm like, that would be like
Bacon
uncomfortable.
naked.
Bacon,
is
no,
insane.
never. Never. Let me make that mistake one time. That's all.
Have you guys seen the video where the protesters are doing the Casper slide in front of the ICE facility?
no.
Oh, it was amazing. Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Some things take a little longer to slide than others.
No, they weren't
over it.
naked doing this. It
Oh,
was like
it
it
that
was like
would've been
regular
great.
people and then like the ant people in the inflatables. But
Yeah, they're not taking these people serious right now.
no, I mean,
Because
like,
it's overwhelming.
they keep saying like there's all these violent protests in Portland and this and that. Anything I've ever seen is people in the inflatables or holding hands and singing or doing the
Very
Casper
kumbaya.
slide.
Very,
Yeah,
it's
no.
very family reunion.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And the thing is,
It's violent,
now,
though.
because they know what the strategy is. They're trying to get the troops in there to instigate stuff so that they reverse engineer
Induce panic.
Yeah, they reverse engineer the whole narrative. It's like, okay, well, you see, it's like, well, it didn't happen until you sent
Till
them
you got
there.
here.
Exactly.
And you do that, and then you've got people with a little too much transparency, if you know what I mean. Transparency we need, but we don't need that much.
Did you guys hear that the Department of War, because it's not the Department of Defense anymore, it's the Department of War.
Oh. Okay.
As opposed to the War Department.
Yeah. They sent home some of these Texas National Guards who were supposed to be deployed into Portland because I guess they had pictures of them on the internet. And like some of these National Guardsmen were like overweight. So now,
Really?
yeah. So now, everyone kept commenting, making fun of them, poking jokes, this, that, or whatever. And so they sent them home because it's a bad look.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're not supposed to be overweight. If
You're
you
not.
listen to Hegseth, he's been saying, you can't have fat people. We're sick of fat people in the,
Oh, yeah.
in the military and all this stuff. But yet they end up sending out National Guards people that are they look like one step short of a security guard that's sitting there at the
Flashlight
desk.
cop.
And the internet is a cruel place. So
When I saw this thing, the first thing I thought of was, hey, troops, or hey, ICE, kiss my ass, suck my dick.
Yeah.
It's much easier to do. I'm naked now. Go for it.
It's out there for the grabbing.
God.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Here's your transparency right here.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I'm waiting for these. I'm waiting for those lines to show up.
I love it. I love it.
This.
Stay naked, Portland.
No,
Stay naked.
please. Don't listen to her, Portland. You have no reason to be concerned at this point. Naked will not solve it.
Yes, it will.
Stop it.
I've stopped so
Hey,
many.
why don't you come over to Ronnie
So
Cole's
many
house
wars
and-
being naked.
Why don't you come over to Ronnie Cole's place and help her clean naked?
Oh my
She
God.
likes it.
I love it. Let's do it.
Naked pizza party. Naked,
Yeah,
clean
let's
house
do
cleaning
it.
pizza party.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Make sure you open the blinds first. Give the neighbors something to talk about.
Can I get a visor that goes across my nose so I don't have to look at anything? I'll just be naked. I don't need to look at Nick.
All right, moving on.
Right. Never mind. Go.
Oh, do you have something to say?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Invite Scarlett Johansson over. I might.
Oh my God.
I like Scarlett.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, there, I guess you both will be
fight you for-
happy.
There it
Fight
is,
you for
Scarlett.
Scarlett.
This is an open invitation.
Yeah, literally open invitation.
All right, moving on. Some people aren't thrilled about Bad Bunny headlining the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show, and some are even petitioning to have him replaced with country legend George Strait. Several Change.org petitions argue the performance should unite the country and honor American culture, claiming Bad Bunny's style doesn't fit the family-friendly vibe. The biggest petition had already passed 10,000 signatures, showing how divided some people really are over the choice. Bad Bunny, however, seems unfazed, joking on SNL that anyone who doesn't understand him has 4 months to learn Spanish.
I don't think Bad Bunny is the least bit threatened by George Strait, of all people.
At all.
At all. But that poll of listeners that are still watching Hee Haw reruns has spoken.
Like, I've heard of George Strait, but I've never heard of any of his songs.
I have no clue who he
So
is.
he's a country singer.
Here we go.
Okay.
Can you guys play with me for a second?
Yes.
Pretend to be the crowd at the Super Bowl. Noise.
Okay. Woo, ah!
All my exes live in Texas.
Boo.
That's how this is going
He's
to sound.
195 years old.
He's close enough. 73.
Oh my God.
His career was in the 80s and in the 90s. He is one of the biggest artists of any kind of all time. He has had 60 number one songs, and no one's ever had that many songs on
60
any
number one song.
60
Why
number
don't I
one
know
songs.
who this guy is?
Because he's mostly predominantly on the country chart. That was one of his big hits.
I might know.
I Cross
it
My
if I
Heart
hear
was
it.
his biggest. You might have heard it at a wedding or something. And there's a
Probably
song called
not.
The Fireman that's big. But these are all country. For a while, at least before the crossover, was its own world. So you can have a ton of big country hits that you never heard before. And that's George Strait. Amazing artist in that vein.
Right.
But
Super
it would
Bowl.
be the first time an entire crowd of people booed the performers at the Super Bowl, and I will tell you that would be the most boring Super Bowl show.
I was just about to say I wouldn't be booing. I would probably be snoring.
Yeah.
I would be bored to tears.
Like when they put Tom Petty in there a couple of years after Janet Jackson's rehab mishap.
Yeah, you want like fun and excitement and
Get you moving and
yeah.
grooving.
And like I looked up on YouTube, like, okay, because I've heard of George Strait, don't really know any of his music. I'm not a country music fan. So I looked him up on YouTube and he had 1.41 million subscribers. Okay. So I'm like, well, let me see how many subscribers Bad Bunny has.
Yeah.
He has 51.1 million
Yep.
subscribers. He's way more relevant to
Yeah.
today
Yes,
than
he is.
George Strait.
He is.
Absolutely.
He is. George Strait's last big hit was like in 2008.
Oh, yeah, no.
So that's a long time ago. And that wasn't even like at his peak. He just had a few songs people know him. It's just like Reba McEntire having a hit now.
Yeah.
They know her, but
Right.
she's not, Dolly Parton is more relevant.
Then Reba.
They could probably
That's true.
They could
That's
probably
true.
do it with Dolly because
Yeah.
young people like her, know her, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even still, she would be a better guest on Bad Bunny
because she has personality.
Yeah.
She did a song with Pitbull. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they redid 9 to 5 kind of thing. They would love that, but
Yeah.
George Strait's just standing there doing his song, and that's what he does. He stands there, and he's a great performer for people that love him. But Bad Bunny is on everybody's
He
record.
is. And I don't speak Spanish, but I love any
You don't
type of
have
Latin.
to.
No,
I
you don't.
love Bad
I love
Bunny.
Latin music.
I love Bad Bunny.
Yes. So
He's
do I.
so cool.
He is. And like he just has a whole vibe about him.
He does.
And, like,
that's
why-
what it needs. The Super Bowl needs that.
bunch of racist people.
And
that
yeah,
are
I'm like,
saying
I just
stuff.
don't understand. Like, what is the big deal about him being on the Super Bowl? If
biggest-
you don't like him, you don't want to listen to his
Does
music.
Trump like him? Because if he doesn't, he's going to try to find a way to send him to Puerto Rico for the Super Bowl.
Well,
He's gonna try
I'm
to
sure
get him
he
out of
doesn't
here.
like him.
he's an American citizen.
Oh my God.
Puerto Rico, you're American.
It's our
citizen.
territory.
You know.
Yeah.
You
But you know- but you know-
it's okay for J-Lo and Shakira because they did a Super Bowl
Because their
together.
hips don't lie.
Right, because they're women.
But a
Yeah.
bunch of women shake
And
their
men
ass.
men who watch football like to see women who shake their ass.
Yeah, and you notice everybody that was complaining after that Super Bowl, which was just before COVID, by the way, was in that February, was all women. Were like, oh, my children watching these people shake their asses. I'm like, they've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
On the internet.
I'm sure.
On the internet, at school, anywhere in the street.
On their TikTok feed.
They've seen way worse than that. You kidding me?
That is true.
They asked her. Howard Stern asked J-Lo about the bad because she was premiering on a show, and asked her about the Bad Bunny thing, and she just talked about how it was rough even when she did it, that there was a lot of backlash over the two of them being on the show. But she's like, he's the most popular artist in the world right now.
He is.
So that's kind of what the Super Bowl should be representing.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
what Kendrick Lamar was on there, and it's just like, okay, they're inching into the racist peoples and the people that don't like rock, that like rock music and that are following that agenda that we all know.
Yeah.
Because they did it with Kendrick, and it's like, oh geez, now let's go one further. I saw this comedian do this. It's we'll trump you one further. Ha ha ha. Now we're gonna do it without English. How about that? And so it's just it's making people with the tight assholes even all more and more nervous.
Yep.
And my thing is, if you don't like it, change the channel.
That's it.
Leave the room.
All you got to do.
That's like if I see something on TV I don't like.
What, 10 minutes?
I don't
and then
watch
it's over?
it. Yeah.
And then the game's back on.
And really, honestly,
Bang
like
the wife.
yeah, exactly.
10 minutes.
And I know,
Get
like
in and out.
the halftime performance is like it's supposed to be a big deal, but you're there to watch the football game.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Well, if Super Bowls aren't what they used to be, because it used to be to watch the TV commercials, but now TV commercials are creative all year long now.
Yeah.
So, okay, now it's the halftime show.
Right.
Well, then now the halftime show is, and I do think that they could probably do a better job of trying to make the halftime show for everyone. But if you're not, then you should do whoever's relevant. I used to like it when they would have Aerosmith on the same stage with Brittany Spears on the same stage, and have like 2 or 3 of these people. Madonna did a really good job of that when she did hers, because she had LMFAO on there, and and the girl that was a controversy over, I think she swore on there. I'm trying to think what her name is now. But she, Madonna, obviously old school, but she had some more recent relevant people on there. And I think that's the best way to do it. But if you're not going to do that, then have Rihanna on, have Usher on, have.
Well, I have a little bit of Super Bowl halftime trivia for you
here we
guys.
go.
Oh, here.
So do you
Don't
want
say New Kids Now.
do you know who the first modern
No.
Super
I don't
Bowl
know.
halftime performers were?
No.
Modern day.
No. Who was it?
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Wrong, Boz.
Good guess, boss.
That would be the answer is New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
And they were interrupted.
Was it Lionel Richie and the Commodores?
No,
Okay.
and they were interrupted by George Bush and some political he like broke into the Super Bowl and had like some announcement. It was
He
like
had an
during like,
address of the nation? To
yeah,
the
something
nation?
like that. But
Oh,
I'm like,
how dare he?
How dare you do that during the
you ever
New Kids
se-
on the Block performance at the Super Bowl?
Have you ever seen him hanging tough? No, you haven't.
No,
So he
I
doesn't
have
know. He
not.
doesn't get it.
Okay.
He just
JoJo,
Yes.
who is New Kids on the Block? I don't know
Stop
these
it.
guys.
No, see,
Oh,
Please tell me.
so they are a
this
boy
podcast
band.
just doubled their length.
They are the boy band from Boston.
Okay.
The members are Donnie Wahlberg,
Okay.
Danny Wood, Jordan Knight, John Knight, and Joey McIntyre.
Okay.
So they started this band in the early 80s.
The only thing you need to know is her is her obsession with the band. Is there a way to actually?
I wish y'all could see her face when she talks about New Kids on the Block. It is a whole.
Ronnie
Make
Cole,
me happy.
Is there any way to ban you from your own show for doing this?
Okay,
Yeah, they're
JoJo will
amazing.
finish the history later.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then moving on.
Moving on.
And Donnie Wahlberg is doing a new television show and everything now.
He is. Boston Blue premieres this Friday on
So
CBS.
married to that bitch. You know,
He's
that was
so
just-
dreamy.
Those words never came out of my mouth, Buzz.
Okay, fine, sure.
All right.
It's on her face, though. You talked about her face.
Moving on. Drake just took another L, this time in court, after a federal judge threw out his defamation lawsuit against his own label, Universal Music Group, for promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. The judge basically said, relax, it's a diss track, not a documentary, ruling that Lamar's fiery lyrics were pure opinion, not factual claims. UMG called the whole case frivolous and is now celebrating while still cashing checks from Drake's hits. Meanwhile, Kendrick's Not Like Us keeps stacking streams, proving once again that sometimes the best revenge is just winning.
This is the longest toddler tantrum I've ever seen in my life.
And I never knew that they were on the same label.
Yes.
And so, like, the label's keeping this going because either way the rivalry goes, they're making money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just feel like Drake, he just got too emotionally upset about it. Because why are you even trying to sue him? For what? Like, what was
because
the
he called him a
lawsuit?
pedophile or alluded to the fact that he was a pedophile in the song. And so,
People do that all the time.
exactly, it's a battle rap.
Yeah.
And then when I think of battle rappers, I most certainly do not think of Drake. Like
At all.
He
He's
does
such
not
a
pop
he's such
into
a
my
dainty
mind.
rapper.
you're-
He's so dainty.
When you say temper tantrum, you're right, because he can't come back with anything. If this was
can't.
Eminem, there'd have been 10 tracks.
Oh
Yeah.
Straight, that'd have been a whole, hey, Kendrick,
Yeah.
F you album.
Yes.
Because he knows how to do that. And
Yeah.
that's why Kendrick knows who to pick a fight with, because Drake ain't gonna come
He
back.
doesn't have it.
He's gonna come back.
doesn't
But it is the pedophile thing. I think for me, and I understand battle rap and all that stuff. I go back. But for me, yeah, I think pedophile goes too far. I think he had
It
a
does.
legitimate beef with that. Because that's your reputation, and unless it's documented in your, whoever your R. Kelly or somebody or Jeffrey Epstein or something, unless that, then you don't do it. But if it's something, I know he's had inappropriate relationships with younger girls. I get that, but
That would make him a pedophile.
no,
Then.
it would not,
Yeah,
unless
why?
unless it was legally, it was found
Like
to
he
be-
was charged and convicted of a crime. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he convicted of a crime, because I don't know, because all the stuff that they're saying about him is alleged, right? It hasn't been proven.
I mean, as far as I know, there's never been charges brought against
Right.
him.
No.
So that's the thing. It's so you don't know how much. We all know from this podcast, you don't know what to believe when people. say
Yeah,
it
you
anyway.
don't.
So that's my only thing. If he went to court and they charged him and he's Diddy or whatever, okay.
there's
you can definitely go for him.
But there are some people that are pedophiles that might not necessarily be charged and convicted of crimes, but they're pedophiles.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But again, if you're in the public eye, you can't do that.
Well, he did it, and a judge said, "Calm down, it's a diss track."
I know. That's why I'm not the judge. And that's
Relax,
why we're
buddy.
not doing the story a different way.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
I guess the judge is saying, like, it's not like he's going on a news show and or talk shows and
he's
saying
hey, I
this.
saw him do this, or I heard him say this.
This is my artistic
he
expression.
made a song and he was like, hey,
It's different if
it's probably a minor.
It's different if Vanilla. It's different if Vanilla Ice is saying it, because no one's paying attention to him. Everybody in the world is paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And at that point, Taylor Swift says it. If he says it, if Beyonce says it, the entire world is watching. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of a difference between
But I think too,
just
like,
anybody saying it on a song and Kendrick Lamar, the biggest hip hop star in the world right now.
yeah. But I think if Drake really didn't respond to it, it would have just died out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just kept it going.
Oh yeah,
though.
that's why the diss tracks and these battles are the stupidest things in the world, because people buy into it, and And it's like, do you really think
They love the drama.
multimillionaires care? Of course not.
No, they want the money. That's all they want.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Well, I think maybe some artists, they're like, that's their art, that does mean something to them. But
Yeah.
most people are in it for the money.
You're right. Just to keep it going. I didn't know they were on the same label either. And it's the dumbest thing to sue the label because the record labels are irrelevant these days anyway. Because even if you were to get it shut down on the label, all you have to do is release it independently.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
No one's buying records anymore.
No, they're not. It's so sad.
It is. I miss record shops. I used to love that. Was part of
I loved it.
that's flipping through records.
My son loved it.
Yeah.
We used to go to the one that was in Tower City. He was little. It was right before it closed. I can't remember the name of it, but it had the CDs, and we would flip through the CDs.
Aww.
He was like, what is this? And I was like, it's music. And he was like, well, where do you put it? And I'd explain to him.
Nowhere now.
But now we go to the thrift store.
Okay.
He goes to that electronics aisle and he looks at every single radio, every single speaker, every single. If it has a cord and can be plugged in, he looks at everything.
That's awesome.
So he's so fascinated by that stuff.
Yeah.
Is his name Boz? 'Cause that's me.
Listen, my baby loves
Radio
it.
Shack. I used to go to Radio Shack.
My
all the
baby
time
loves it. Yeah.
and spend hours looking through
Yeah.
the Radio Shack
Yes.
catalog, and I would
Yes.
go there and see what it looked like for
I
real.
love
And
it.
I just that's how you become an obsessed DJ.
Obsessive
fine.
compulsive.
That makes you a perfectionist of your craft.
Yes. Very
Yes.
No,
He's
I
a
miss all that
celebrity,
stuff.
guys.
Chords, and more chords.
I'm a low rent celebrity. I'm at the bottom of the celebrity totem pole.
No.
I'm sure there's celebrities that are...
D-list at worst.
You know, just below a Kardashian. That's me.
Oh my God. Not today, Boz.
Okay.
It's been a
I hear
long
that's a good
week.
place to be.
been a long
Actually, you could be very famous for being below a Kardashian.
Yeah. Rumor has it.
That's how they became famous. Hi, Ray J. How are you?
All right, moving on. Brittany Spears is firing back at her
How
ex.
you do it?
Oh my God.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Brittany Spears is firing back at her ex, Kevin Federline, after he dropped shocking claims about her in his upcoming memoir. In the book, Kevin said he's worried about Brittany's well-being and even describes disturbing moments their sons allegedly experienced. Brittany's team says he's just cashing in now that her child support payments have ended and insists she only cares about her kids' well-being. With both exes telling their sides through memoirs, it's clear this family drama is far from over. That man hit the jackpot when he had 2 kids with Brittany Spears.
He absolutely did.
Yeah,
$20,000 a month.
Yeah, and he is absolutely trying to cash in on the fact that he's no longer receiving child support payments. If he really cared about Brittany's mental health and his kids, he would not be airing their dirty laundry.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because this is going to send her into another spiral. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And he's taking the long route with this. He had to go get a publisher and write a book and put it out just to let us know that she's toxic. We already know that.
Ah, yeah.
Have you listened to the songs?
I've heard it.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh, K-Fed. She's K-Fed up with him now.
Oh my gosh.
Where's
nice.
where's
Nice,
shots?
Boz.
Shots? He talked about her drinking while pregnant, probably to deal with him. You know,
Yep.
Because I heard he was a handful, and he talked about her doing cocaine while she was breastfeeding. All he is just upset because he can't catch the kids now because they run away from
Yeah.
they ran
Right.
way too fast.
Right.
Because they're high.
Yeah.
You love
On
crack
coke.
babies.
So- and now-
Oh my God. So bad.
And now these kids are 19 and 20. He's not getting his 20 grand a month anymore. Why go back there? Like you said,
Yeah.
they're adults now.
He needs
That
some more
was
money. Yep.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who cares?
Exactly.
You know, live your life. He's remarried. He's got a couple of kids now. You know,
It just bothers me that, like, this is the mother of his children, and he just puts her out there like
Don't
that.
give
Like,
a damn about her.
you don't care,
give a damn.
and you don't, and even if you don't care about her, like, don't you care about your kids?
Not no more. Not if he can't cash in and get money off of them.
think about how
crazy.
long he was getting 20 grand a month. And you know, you don't need to spend that much on the kids per
Yep.
month, which means some of that money is going elsewhere.
Yeah,
obviously.
a lot of it because now he's like freaking out. He's like, I got to do something.
Got to get a job.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm not as good a DJ as they think.
I think he was a dancer. One of her backup
dancers.
dancers.
Now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's a DJ, and he's got a wife that what does she do now? She just plays tennis or something.
Oh wow.
But and she got hired actually by university, so she's making the money now.
Oh, okay.
Making him look like an idiot.
Gotcha.
More of an idiot.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Well, speaking of people that only care about themselves,
Here it is. There it is, the tie-in. There you go.
It is now time for Trump Tales.
Good job.
First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen, which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
You are so good at
Every
that.
time.
I don't understand.
Every time.
Because it's too easy to make fun of.
Nail it.
It's it's just too easy.
Oh my God.
It really
Every
is.
freaking time.
I'm proud of you.
I don't even use AI for it. I think of it all myself.
No chat GPT over here.
That's right. The rest of it, no.
The Trump administration had the U.S. military carry out another strike off Venezuela's coast, hitting a boat allegedly involved in drug trafficking and killing 6 people. He claimed the vessel was tied to a designated terrorist organization, though he didn't say which one or show proof.
Why
The
would he
move
do
has stirred more tension with Venezuela's government and sparked debate in Washington about the legality of such unilateral strikes. Even some Republicans like Senator Rand Paul are pushing back, arguing that blowing up boats without congressional approval or due process is a dangerous overreach. Who does this man think he is?
You have no idea who was on those boats.
No idea.
You have no idea.
Zero.
They look exactly like those boats that are hauling lobster traps.
Exactly.
They look like any kind of fishing boat, any kind of industrial fishing boat. It could be that.
Well,
and then
so
we
he's
find
just-
out later that's what it was.
So he's just basically playing a live action version of Battleship.
Pretty much.
He's just like, oh,
You sunk my battleship.
And there was a reporter that asked.
B-17.
Yeah, there was a reporter that asked him, "Why don't you have the Coast Guard go aboard these ships and question these people and this that to
find out
verify
later.
what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh well, they're the cartels boats go way faster and the Coast Guard can't catch up with them."
The world-class speedboats. No
Yes.
one can catch them.
So
They're the best
stupid. It's
speedboats
just
you've
so
ever seen in your life.
stupid.
So,
He's
he
an
says,
idiot.
They asked him, Trump said hasn't worked. Over 30 years, hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And so, okay, that's a good reason to blow it up without knowing what it is. 'Cause
But-
do they know? You can't tell. From
You
those
can't
pictures.
tell.
They show those pictures on the news all the time, right? And you just all you can see in those black and white images, just the boat, and then it's not there anymore.
Kaboom. Yep.
But here's the thing: it's like I know they have to have some type of intelligence telling them this, that, or whatever. Even if that's the case, what gives him
The right to just blow somebody
the
up.
boats up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's-
Why him?
His argument is going to be they're bringing drugs into this country, or they're helping another country bring drugs into this country, and he's deterring that. I know it's not supposed
But
to
you
be. It's
detain
like-
them. You don't
I agree.
blow them to smithereens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
murder.
crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, it's funny. I was reading on this. Journalists and local fishermen say regular fishing and transport activity has been affected.
Of
You know,
course.
if
they
you're trying to
scared.
do work because they're all afraid, because these boats look exactly like those boats from
Yeah.
a distance. If you do this, that little look, you look over here and then over there, they look like the same boat. Mm-hmm. It is the same, basically the same boat, because these guys it's a world-class speedboat.
Mm-hmm.
Could be some asshole on the coast of L.A. They have speedboats
Yep,
too, right?
exactly.
You never
Yep.
know.
But
You don't know.
even if these people are bringing, they're trying to smuggle drugs into this country.
Why not just follow them, and then when they dock, just run up
Arrest
on them,
them.
like, what are you got in here?
Because since when
Because that would
does
take work. That would make
but
sense.
but when does drug smuggling how does that where does the murder come in? Like where does blowing
Yeah.
them up come
Yeah.
in? Like
Right.
that's not a punishment for
All these people
For
understand.
drugs.
All these people understand. I mean, that's the attitude of people. I mean, I'm kind of half kidding, but it's really what the MAGA people, the extreme MAGA people
That
think.
is
Well, they're bringing drugs into
insane.
our country. They're killing get them before they get us. I'm not saying it's
But
right.
I
I'm just
feel
saying,
like
look,
it-
they're taking-
like, I feel like it's
killing
against the
us,
law.
It is. Everything he does is against the law.
You are correct,
When
Ronnie
he
Cole.
got elected, he was convicted
He's
of
wearing
how
out
many
the term
felonies?
immunity. He's wearing out the term immunity.
And now he's talking about actually going on land in Venezuela and going after these cartels.
Yeah.
But if you're
serious?
but you can't just do that. Like if you're gonna that's to me is declaring war on a country. That has to be approved by Congress. You can't
You
just
can't just do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Say hello to my little friend. You
Oh
know,
my.
kind of thing.
Right.
You know,
That's what it
it's,
gives.
It's what it's gonna turn into.
They gonna kill.
Because those guys don't give up without a fight.
oh those cartels.
That's why I'm like, they gonna try to kill his ass. They don't play.
No.
And they get
I don't want no parts.
and not to mention a lot of these
Leave me
guys,
out of it.
They start to hate America, which means that's collateral
That's why I'm
damage.
like, leave me out of it. Hey,
We have nothing to do with it.
nothing.
Trump who? We don't know him.
Never met him.
No. Even when Kamala
God.
was running, I was voting for Biden. I
Right.
know nothing about Trump.
I don't know these people.
I was still voting for Obama.
I know. Sometimes I'll see like if Obama posts like social media posts, like I'll read the comments and people will be like, I wish you were president again. Why can't you be president again?
He's such a gentle spirit.
He really is.
And I think we just needed a gentle spirit.
There's so much calmness about him.
Yes.
Like he articulates himself in such a way that like he makes us understand
He
things
could
that
say we're going to war and we'll be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
We got your back. That's how he makes
yeah.
me feel.
oh.
He needs a little cocaine. A little bit. Because he's talking a lot slower now because he's mincing his words so carefully. I'm waiting for
Yes,
the next sentence to
exactly.
finish.
Yes.
If we could speed him up just a little,
Uh-uh.
it'd be nice.
Has to be very
I
articulate
love
with what
everything
comes
that
out of his mouth.
Yeah, I love everything that comes out of that man's mouth. Just faster, sir.
Yep.
That's all.
It's got to be
try
articulate. He
try
has
to
to.
get past the gray hair. He's all
He's
gray.
really gray. I thought I was tripping when I
No.
saw him the other day.
I know. Every time we see him,
It's a little more gray.
10% grayer. Every time. You know?
Thank you for that, boss, because I thought I was tripping.
No, you're not. You're not. We've been seeing this progress.
Yes,
You
over
know?
the years.
But here's the thing. That's the cool thing. He's not trying to cover it up.
Right.
He's not. He's letting himself age gracefully.
That's right.
And he's my age. And so, and he looks almost as good as me. So it's
Yes,
Almost.
I know. Boz, you're such a tenderoni.
Oh.
that's right. The Cleveland San Francisco treat.
That's right, Cerrone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not Bobby Brown's love interest. I'm not.
You never know.
Truth about Aroni.
The truth about Aroni.
Yep.
She's a sweet little Boz, or he's a sweet little Boz.
Thank you very much. She's a sweet little Boz. We're
Meant to say
crossing
he.
over here. This is. Can we add some more letters to the LGBTQ thing? Because that would be me.
We're gonna add
Trying to
another
describe.
B, a B2 for Boz.
Boz.
Put it at the end.
LGBTQIAB.
Yes, LGBB2.
35 letters in that thing before it's over. How big is your rainbow?
They call it alphabet soup. That cracks me
They
up.
do. Well, they do.
I've never heard that.
It cracks me. And when I hear people refer to it, they say it's alphabet soup.
Is that meant to be like a derogatory thing or a term of
No,
endearment?
because they just get tired of saying all the
Oh, okay,
letters.
gotcha.
Because it gets longer and longer.
Yeah.
Because it started out LGBT.
Yeah.
Then it went to LGBTQ. And now it's LGBTQIA plus.
Okay.
The IA's new. And
Listen.
it was plus before, and then the IA they added in.
Yeah.
They put the plus after it. And that's why Dave Chappelle calls them the alphabet people. So that's part of
Yep.
where it comes from. Too.
Okay.
Yep.
All
Hilarious.
right. It is now time for Ronnie Cole's question of the day.
Oh,
Did you think of a question?
I did.
Okay.
So it's not funny, but I don't know, we're gonna laugh anyway because we make everything funny. So
Yeah.
first, I want to say rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Yes.
And rest in peace to Miss Diane Keaton. Oh my God,
I
I'm just
know.
so sad. Just made me so
Just
sad.
waiting for the third one now.
But no, there is no third one. So this is my question.
Okay.
we're gonna not say it's a third one.
Okay.
Is there a third one? Somebody else?
No,
know
not
this
that I
one?
know of.
Okay.
Sister Jean, the ultimate
That's a college basketball
college
fan.
basketball fan.
Not really a celebrity.
All right.
I
though.
don't know who that is.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
who
either.
she is until I saw her on the news the other day.
Oh well, rest in peace to her too.
We start
All
to
right.
see her in recent years as she got over 100 because they know she's going soon. So they start promoting her a little bit more on the screen and everything.
Oh wow.
She's like 106. So
Okay. Well.
I don't feel too bad.
Well, and then there's that.
Yeah.
So my question today is, what celebrity death impacted you the most? Like, crushed you?
I'm probably going to say Michael Jackson.
Okay. I expected that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Bass,
Baz?
what about you?
Me, Michael was tough. Tupac's death affected me in part because I wasn't the biggest Tupac fan, but I was working on the air at Top 40 at the time, and I knew that most of my audience was freaking out. And it turned into, I had to figure out how to show the level of sympathy and empathy that would be fair to them.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because I was significantly older than the average person that was listening to me at the time. So what I did was I said in my head, what if Stevie Wonder died? Because that's my all time.
Yeah.
Okay, now translate to these guys.
Yeah.
And I talked about it in that way.
Yeah.
And then we had a long conversation about senseless gun violence and gang activity, and that helped. And they were calling and all
Good
that stuff.
job.
So that's probably
Teachable
affected me.
moment.
Yeah, it was. But in terms of people that actually died that I genuinely cared about, it was John Lennon was tough.
Okay.
Those goes back for me because I was a huge Beatle fan.
Okay.
And it was the most senseless death.
Yeah.
Because the guy just came up and shot him
in
front of his apartment
Agreed.
building because he wanted some level of fame for no reason. That was it.
Yep.
And now, like, I don't even know what the guy's name is. I mean, I'm sure you do,
David Chapman.
but okay.
Idiot.
But like
the three name idiot. You know,
Okay.
the 3 name rule.
Love that. 3-name idiot.
Yeah.
what about you, Ronnie Cole?
So mine was Tupac, of course.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to say Betty White.
That was
Girl, I
hard.
boohooed like she was my auntie.
Aw.
Like I was devastated. But people thought I was like overreacting.
But
I'm
you're
just
a
like,
big
you just
Golden
don't
Girls
know.
fan.
I love Hey, audience, I love the Golden Girls. I love all things Gigi's. T-shirts, cups, blankets, memorabilia, whatever. So if you feel like you want to send me stuff,
Yeah, I was waiting for an email address. I was waiting for something.
I'm going to set up a P.O.
Ronnie
box.
Cole
So
at
you can send it there.
realtalklineup.com.
She set up an account. She set up an account for you.
Yes.
The Golden
but
Girls
yes.
was unbelievable, and it was so ahead of its time.
It was.
Susan, what's her name? Susan Harris, who created that.
It's such a good
was the
show.
most clever writing on television. She had done soap before that, which was very groundbreaking as well.
Yeah.
First gay character on primetime television, Billy Crystal was on that, and they played it like it was a real soap opera, and it was so cleverly written. And there was a couple of spinoffs from that, and then this came along, and yeah, it was that good. Golden Girls. And they had to find the right people to do that, right?
Yes.
Because you can't just do that dialogue unless you are really, really good.
Absolutely.
And B. Arthur, who I actually loved as Maud.
I adore her.
She was unbelievable years before that. And all those people. Betty White, I used to see on game shows all the time.
Yeah.
And then she came back, was a big Betty White revival just before she died.
Yes.
Because everybody
She
was
did.
starting to find her again.
Yep.
But I knew Betty White from Match Game back in the 70s. And
I love it. I watch all that old stuff.
so you know that her history. She was married to Alan Ludden, who hosted Password for ever.
Yep.
And that's how she began. She was the person that they wanted on these game shows because she was the most clever. They always wanted her
She's very
on
clever
Pyramid.
and witty.
She was the best player ever. So clever, but so intelligent.
Yes.
So
very.
And funny.
And hilarious and very well
and very
rounded.
kind.
She was a sweetheart. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
And I think like
miss
I
Auntie
think
Betty so
Especially
much.
the animal stuff that she did as well.
But like one thing that she said, I can't remember it word for word, but is like, you know, people like ask her like, why is she so happy and why, you know, this, that, or whatever. Cause she, you know, and she's like, because I mind my own business. You know, she doesn't care what other people do because it doesn't affect her life.
Yep.
And that's one thing about her that I always remember. It's like, mind your own
Yeah,
business.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And she's a comic genius because she knew at her age she could get away with saying anything.
Oh, yeah.
And she did.
She did. She used to go on Craig Ferguson regularly and play a different character every single time.
Oh,
And
that's
if you know anything
hilarious.
about Craig Ferguson, he's one of the fastest, wittiest people you'll ever meet, and nasty as well. He's from Scotland. Doesn't give a what.
Yeah.
And she would come on and she'd be just as bad as him.
That's
And he'd
awesome.
have her on regularly.
Yes.
It was great.
Good stuff.
Miss
Good
her.
TV.
Miss her terribly.
Yes,
That was a
that's my
great
girl.
answer.
All right. It is now time to board the crazy train. Last Saturday, up to 25 small hot air balloons entered Lithuanian airspace, some carrying smuggled cigarettes. which resulted in a temporary shutdown of the country's largest airport. This disruption affected around 30 flights and approximately 6,000 passengers. Smugglers from Belarus are increasingly using hot air balloons, which are a cost-effective alternative to drones for transporting goods into the European Union.
I bet.
Lithuania intercepted 966 balloons last year, with 544 recorded this year alone. Let these people have their cigarettes.
No, seriously. Like, why is that illegal? Is this a prison? What is happening? Is it contraband?
And I would never think that launching a hot air balloon would be more cost effective than using a drone.
It is, but it's not cost effective when they're being intercepted. Now they're losing all their cigarettes. So you got to risk versus reward, right?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of Lithuanian officials who are having really cool free smoke breaks from these confiscated cigarettes. I think they're floating them over there illegally. That's
well, I know they're doing it illegally, but
coming from the smoker that I'm talking. She's gonna
Why are
smoke
they
one right after
illegal?
this podcast.
What?
Why
are they illegal?
Well, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go through the channels. They were smuggling. They're on the.
they probably have to go through customs and things
they're
like
on
that.
the black market. These are black market cigarettes. They're not.
Oh.
They're illegal. They're trying to game the system, so they float them
So
over.
But how do they not think that like a big, humongous, and I know they said small, but a hot air balloon is big.
Yeah.
It is a basket where you
Is it
carry
one
a
of those-
person in it.
Like you put the candle in it and it floats in. There's 10 in this one. It's
like a paper lantern.
30,000 of them
right.
going over. You're going to catch them.
Yeah.
Eventually. 25. I don't know. That's just
Okay.
smoke them if you can intercept them, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Next car in the crazy train. A British forklift driver experienced a life-altering health scare after winning over $1.3 million in a scratch-off lottery ticket in July. Initially living with just $17 in his bank account, Adam Lopez's newfound wealth led him to a lifestyle of continual partying.
I knew it.
By September, Lopez found himself in the back of an ambulance due to a bilateral pulmonary embolism, a condition where blood clots block blood vessels in both lungs. Lopez said the 3 months before his medical emergency were a blur of partying. After winning the lottery, he quit his job, a decision he now regrets as it disrupted his daily routine. He ended up spending more than 8 days in the hospital.
Disrupted his daily routine and he got no money now.
Right. Back to that $17.
This is a lesson, folks. This is a big, major lesson. Guys partying like he's Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Unless you got tiger blood, you're going to get the blood clots. It's going to happen. You can't do this.
You cannot.
No, you can't.
The average person can't do this. And he's 39 years old. $1 million is not going to last you the rest of your life at 39 years old.
It's not.
Because after taxes, so say they're taking it's probably like $750,000.
Yeah.
And if you want that money to last, you have to live your life like you have $17
You really
in your
do.
bank account.
You really do.
Because $1 million, it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money.
You
Yeah.
take a section of it and you invest it, or get an annuity or something like that pays out on a regular basis,
Right. And it gets
and then you continue to live your life.
to have that income coming in.
You just tell these people, "I'm fuck off for a while. I'm going on like a 3-week vacation."
Yeah.
You can get away with that.
Going
kind
on a
of thing.
sababbatical.
Yep, sabbatical.
Yeah.
There you go. That's.
Yep.
And then
I think you can write it off as a tax thing. if you call it a sabbatical.
a sabbatical.
and if you quit your job, I would probably quit my job, but I would do something.
Get
to
another
make,
job
Yeah, make that
to
money
make
work
money.
for me.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Well, you
start
got-
my own business. Or,
Yeah.
You got a cushion. So you
Yes.
find a good job, you've got money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you're not going to go out and go partying for however many months he partied. Like, that's a lot
That's
of
a
partying.
hard ass party.
About 5%.
That's a hard ass party. My God.
Again, but it's you shoot your wad because that's not a long party.
No.
It's really not.
It's hard.
It's a hard.
Very, very
depending on How
hard.
many people show up?
And
party.
he's
That's
probably
true.
paying for everybody to party with him.
I'm sure that he is.
Ugh.
It's like, hey, I got
What a
10
waste.
pounds of blow. Want to come over?
It's like we're looking at what was the movie with Jack Nicholson, The Departed.
Oh,
Had that
okay.
big thing of cocaine by the bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I read about 5% of people that win big lottery sums file bankruptcy within the first 5 years.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You know.
Ain't that insane?
And it's because of this.
Because they have no money management skills. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
like half the people in the NFL.
well, most people who, not all people, but most people who are buying lottery, they're probably people that don't have anything.
They have compulsive spending
they're either
habits,
gamblers,
probably.
or they want to strike it rich quick because they have no money. They're poor.
Think about how many tickets these guys buy before they win.
Before they win.
Yeah.
We watch the Lottery Dream Home, and they talk to these people. And
Shout out to David Bromstead. Love you, David.
That's my man. He talked to me. So this one guy used to buy 25 tickets at a time.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just like till he won.
I have family members that do that.
Yeah. So it's a numbers game at that point because he won. He wins a lot, but he spends a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see the actual numbers on that.
Yeah,
how
I'm
much
sure.
did he spend before he won, and how much profit is he making?
Right.
Probably. Well, I mean, that's a big win. So.
It is, and who knows if this is after taxes or not? Maybe he won $2 million and he had
gotcha.
the 1 million, 1.3 to spend. Who knows?
Do you ever buy scratch offs, right, Nicole?
I do. That is literally the only gambling that I will do regularly.
Okay.
Like I make it a habit on like payday.
Okay.
I'll just go buy like $50 worth of
Gotcha.
scratch offs.
Like you just buy yourself a scratch off.
And then I always get them for my mom. Like on her
That's
birthday,
nice.
get her like $100 worth of scratch offs. Because she just loves the
Yeah.
Most times she'll win something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a teenage kid, I had no idea why my sister was buying me those. I was just like, what the hell?
What do I do with this?
I want a cool radio. I want that radio. Buy me that. No, she's buying the scratch. I didn't. Later now, I'm buying.
And then she's probably like, "This one's not a winner. Give it to me."
Sneaking it away. Yep. Hey,
I want $500.
Yeah.
I want $500 one time on a dollar scratch off. One time, $500.
I won $500 one time on a scratch off on a $5 one.
Really? Yeah.
what did you do
never
with the
again.
5? Did you reinvest?
I ended up putting it towards the new car that I wanted to get. So I junked the old one.
You didn't
Use
immediately
that.
buy more tickets?
No, why would I do that? Once I win, I feel like, that's it.
Because
That's it. I gotta wait 10 more years before I can win again.
Because every woman in front of me at the convenience store is doing it. You're the only one. It's not.
I want to cash this in. I need 15 more of them.
That's right. Exactly right. I'm like,
Why?
I've got a bag of chips here. Can I go in front of you?
Please. I need these pick 3s for the evening.
Yep.
These pick 4s
Yep.
for tomorrow, and then
Yep.
the next day midday, and then I'm like, oh my
Your
god.
total $78.
That's the bitch in front of me.
Damn,
With the mile long line behind me. Because they don't have 2 rows in that particular convenience store. Should be lottery only over here.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't play, you won't win 1.3
I agree.
million
I agree.
and be able to quit your job and snort coke for
That's right.
A couple months. Then end up in the hospital.
Have an IV in your arm.
All right. Well, last car on the crazy train. In the UK, a guy had big plans for robbing a bank. He was so excited, he put on his stocking cap mask before he even got out of the car.
Oh my God.
That was his first mistake. His second mistake was choosing a bank that has a security system requiring customers to press a buzzer to gain entrance.
Now-
Most bank employees will not open a door for a guy standing outside in a
Lord
ski
have
mask.
mercy.
He rang the buzzer a couple more times before giving up and heading back to his car, but not before the employees had time to get the make of the car and the license plate number.
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
I don't even know what to say.
whatever happened to casing the joint?
No, seriously.
Right? You know what you're dealing with, for goodness sake.
Plan your comings and your
Remember
goings. My God.
Jeez. This guy loves Halloween. That's the problem. He was so excited about putting the mask on. This is his time of year.
He did not
he's all-
think this crime through.
No, he did not.
At all.
He's probably one of those guys who wears a Jeffrey Epstein mask at Halloween.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can have
Please.
a little advantage over the younger trick-or-treaters.
Please. Please.
God.
Intimidation
Please.
equals more candy and more money. No, and here's the other thing that's dumb about him, because he actually hit the buzzer.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not he
His
wore
fingerprint.
his fingerprint.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
Dumb.
That's correct. Dum da dum dum dum. There's your Dragnet theme reference for the week.
All right.
Dragnet. I love it.
Well, that is all we have for you this week on the Real Talk Lineup. You can check us out at realtalklineup.com or on Facebook or Instagram and listen to us on your favorite streaming platform.
It's been real.
Thank you for having me as a guest once again.
Of course.
I
welcome.
loved every single bit of this.
Of course.
I'm still waiting for the next transition to the Trump tales.
I look forward to it every time.
Every single
And,
time.
you know, I try to read.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is she going to say? And then I read it and I'm like, I don't know.
Probably overthink it, right?
I
Hers
definitely.
are very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple, but it's very effective and it's very appropriate. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like you do so well with that.
Do you think I could get a job just making one-liners to make fun of Donald
Yes.
Trump?
I think Jimmy Kimmel's probably could use an extra writer or two now at this point.
Yes,
Sure,
he
absolutely.
could.
Of course.
Send him an email.
You should. You definitely should. You know,
I'll reach
I
out
would-
to his people for you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't send one to Colbert. He's done. But you know, there's no future there. But yes, we'll dedicate this one to Betty White.
Mm-hmm.
Mwah, we miss you.
Thank you for being a friend.
I'll see. Now you're gonna
Travel down the road and back again.
Do. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Do you know that song?
And if you threw a party
I'll wait.
and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Oh, here we go. You know that song was originally done by a man?
No, I did not.
That song was a hit single, semi-hit single,
Such a good
by
song.
a guy named Andrew Gold in the 70s.
Nice.
He was Linda Ronstadt's guitarist, if you know who she is.
Nice.
And
Yes,
and
I
he
love
had the original hit on that song, and
Really?
they reworked it with a different woman to do it. But
I love it. It's a good song.
Listen
Those
to
lyrics
his
are great.
version of it, and
I feel like I've
sound
heard
weird.
it before,
It'll sound weird to you,
unintentionally,
it's
but
very-
yeah.
yeah. Sang him and that song, and oh, what a lonely boy. He did both of those. There you go. There's
So much useful knowledge.
useless trivia.
I love it.
Debris in Boz's head.
I love it. Oh, Jojo, who's that on your screensaver?
That would be the New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
Danny,
newer
Joe,
version of them.
Donnie,
That old
Jordan,
picture of
and
them from the
Joe.
90s, you know, that she had before. It's just
They-
like-
I'm striking a pose in their black.
they
wife
look
beaters.
like the dancers. We're the dancers. Did you
are
see the
dancers.
episode of Saturday Night Live when Justin Timberlake was recreating the Beyonce video?
No.
Oh my God. So there's this episode of SNL
Uh-huh.
where, you know, the put a ring on it video
Yeah.
where she's in a leotard and they're
Yes.
doing it. Justin Timberlake and two other guys, I don't remember who they were. They were like recreating it, and
Okay.
they have the black leotards on, and they're
Really?
like dancing. And then every time the music stopped, Justin looks at the camera. He says, "We're the dancers."
They
Hilarious.
did
You gotta
a
watch
series
it.
of videos. They
love
did
Justin.
Dick in the Box and a
It's
bunch
so
of these other ones
good.
that they did. So
It's
yeah.
so good.
Hang on, I'm looking for it now.
Justin
Hang on a
is
second.
hilarious. I didn't know Justin Timberlake was that funny until that. I was
Okay,
like, oh, he's a
gotcha.
goofball.
Oh yeah, they did a bunch of them together. He would come on. They would do the Bee Gees talk show where he pretended to be Barry Gibb.
Oh my God.
And
I love
it
him.
was very funny.